Javon, you talked earlier in the year about how much better this team has gotten since Abilene Christian, but I imagine the result like today is not what you're after. But can you take positives from today?
Yeah, I just feel like that was probably the best 40 minutes of basketball we have played this whole year, and especially versus a good team in Baylor. I just feel like we are still continuing to grow.
BT, what did you think of the last shot that you had, the look that you had?
I thought it was a good look. I think it was one I practiced and just rimmed in and rimmed out. It's part of it, but we'll be back tomorrow to get ready for Tech.
Were you sick? Are you sick?
Nah, I think it was just an up and down game. For I played 41 minutes, so yeah, I was just tired and just kind of threw up a little bit, but it wasn't that serious.
I'm sure the coaches hammered Baylor on the scouting report, 3-point shooting team. You guys locked them up from there. What went into that from your perspective, Bryce?
That was just a game plan. We were just trying to go out there and execute. That was one of their strengths. They're one of the top, 3-point shooting teams in the country. So if we, wanted to have a chance to win, we had to key in on that. And I think we did a good job of following that game plan and, just didn't finish out how we wanted to.
And
Brandon, I asked you a week ago after the South Carolina State game if the game was slowing down for you. I mean, and you said you still had a ways to go. I'd say you made up a lot in a week.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a game.
Appreciate it.
I mean, talk about how you felt about it.
I just felt like, I started off slow. I'm a freshman coming to Big 12, so I just had to feel the game out a little bit. And then once I made my first bucket, the game just came to me, and all the jitters and stuff came out, and it was just flowing.
The second half, late and overtime, you started doing things that very much were instinctive. They weren't like thought out. You were just playing ball.
Yeah.
Talk about
that's
that.
that's just part of my game. Just coming over, help my guard get the block, rebound, and just doing whatever it takes.
So, Brandon, did you feel a different type of nerves coming into this one today?
I wouldn't say I was nervous. It's just little jitters, just Big 12. Everybody talking about how it's the best conference, so just a little bit, but it's all going now.
Did you notice, in game playing against guys that are top 20? Did you notice an in-game difference that the competition rose today? The team you're playing.
Yeah, they got a couple top 25 draft picks on their team. They're pretty good players, so I say, yeah.
Brandon, have you ever shot perfect from the field and at the foul line in the game?
I'm pretty sure I did in high school, but.
Javon, what areas does this team need to keep getting better to have results like this not happen?
One more time?
What areas does this team need to keep getting better at to overcome this hump, I guess?
Just everything. Still got to get better on defense. Still got to get better rebounding, shooting free throws, shooting the ball from the perimeter. So I feel like it's not just one specific area that we just can't grow in. I feel like we have to grow in all of them.
And what do you think of Brandon's performance today?
That's what I think right there. He played like Brandon Garrison.
All right, similar question. What have you seen from Brandon? I'm sorry to make it awkward with him sitting right next to you, but what have you seen that's led to him being able to do something like he did?
I've just seen a lot of growth, man. I've seen him, try to do what he can to get better. Whether that's coming in early, getting in shots, staying later for film, just the little things. And I think it's just showing. I think when you continue to put the work in like he has, I think it allows you to go out there and play a little bit freely. You'll still have the jitters like you said, but I think putting that work in like he has allows him to go out there and just kind of play. 7 for 7, 6 for 6, that's work. That's putting the work in, and I'm really proud of him.
Bryce, you were 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Do you feel like that gives you maybe more confidence going down aggressive in the hole, late in the games?
Yeah, for sure. It adds another layer to my game, so now I can get to the paint and, kind of draw fouls and just create another way to score. And I think that's good, but sure, I was over 6 from 3, so, we got to clean that up. But, overall, it's good to make some free throws.
What do you think of the crowd, first Big 12 game, playing here in GIA?
I liked it. It was a hard game the whole game. I feel like it was a pretty fun game for me to be playing in. And then the crowd was great. They was into it the entire game.
Sure.
So I think.
Bryce, did you guys prove something to yourselves today, to the outside today, that you can hang with a team like this, especially after how the year started for you guys?
Yeah, for sure. I think people look at us a little differently now that we, took them to overtime and really, should have finished the game. Obviously we didn't, but I think, going forward for us, that's big. Obviously we got to prep the same way for every team, but I think it's definitely good to play Baylor, you know, all the way to 50 minutes of game. So.
Brandon, after a 45-minute game, you didn't play the full 45 minutes, but after, you know, a full-time game against, Thompson, I mean, how do you kind of do that again for, 17 more times? I mean, how do you kind of take this experience and continue doing that the next 2 months?
I mean, just eating the right stuff, getting the treatment I need in the hot tub, cold tub, and just resting my body so I can play big minutes like that.
So you went down, there's one foul where, I think it was a flagrant foul where you stayed down for a minute and then you got up and went back and did what you were doing. You feel fine?
Yeah, I was fine. I just really needed to catch my breath for a little bit.